Hey guys, just want to do a quick gear review before my 10-day section hike from Dix Creek Gap to Fontana Dam. I just arrived in Franklin, North Carolina, staying at the Hampton Inn, and we'll get to the gear review. We'll start with my pack. I've got a Z-Packs Arc Haul. I've had it for about a little over a year. I've used it probably, I don't know, 300-400 miles. Great pack, it's holding up well. Very light. You can see I've got a sitting pad, a trowel, sanitizer, and then I added some straps here. This will hold the bottom of a 700 milliliter smart water bottle, and this strap right here will hold the top. So that way it's right there on my shoulder strap, and I don't have to reach back and dig into the side pockets for my 1 liter smart water bottles. I did add a piece of insulated piping to protect this bar a little bit. If I have the pack loaded with 5 days of food, it's pretty much full, and that sits right there at the base of the skull, and in certain conditions my head can sort of hit that. So I just added that little piece of pad, wrapped it around, and secured it with zip ties. It was a 5-minute fix, and it works great, and didn't add, you know, maybe an ounce of weight to the pack. But that's the pack. I'll show you my clothes in a second. My puffy jacket, and these are my sleeping clothes in a dry bag, along with an extra pair of socks, extra pair of liners, and a spare short sleeve cold gear t-shirt from Under Armour. My tent is a Z-Packs duplex. This will be the first time I've used it out on the trail. I've had it set up in the backyard a couple times. I did purchase the poles to go with it just to try them out, and after a couple of tries decided that I did not like it. I'm not sure if I was setting up correctly. The bathtub was very low with the pole set up, and if I tried to have the tent more erect, meaning higher, the poles sometimes had a tendency to arc in the wrong direction. So I'm sure it was operator error. I mean, I watched a few videos on YouTube, but I decided to just go with the trekking poles, and they seem to do much better. I've got my stakes, a REI sleeping bag, 19 degree. I debated. I do have a Z-Packs 30 degree bag, which is substantially lighter, but the temperature on the first part of the trip this weekend is going to be right at freezing, and then with a little bit of elevation it could be below freezing, so I was kind of hesitant on a 30 degree bag, so I went ahead and bought the 19 degree bag. I mean, I'm paying almost a pound extra penalty, but rather be safe than sorry. This is my sleeping pad. It's a Sea to Summit Comfort Light. And then I do have a luxury item. This is a, who makes this pillow? I believe it is not Sea to Summit, but Thermarest. It expands out, and then I have a small pillow, that sheep pillow that we modified to fit. That way, mostly, you know, in the summer I don't get sweat all over the pillow, and the pillow stays halfway smelling decent during the summertime. Wintertime, I don't know if I really need it, but I went ahead and brought it along. It weighs like an ounce. It's not much at all. Cook system, obviously a sport. I do use peanut butter for lunch, so I bring a plastic knife. In this container will be my cook system, and it's just totes 750 millimeter pot. I got some fuel. I just have a little towel in there to make sure I don't scratch it up. This is the new MSR Pocket Rocket 2. It saves about an ounce from the original, so I did purchase the 2 just to save that ounce and to try it out. And with having 2 stoves now, my wife, when she tags along, we have 2 and she can cook at the same time versus us having to share, which on our previous trips, you cook a meal or boil the water, then you have to wait while the other person boils their water. So this will make it a little bit easier with 2. I've got the MSR2 with me this time for save an ounce. Gourmet packet gourmet koozie, I use the dehydrated meals in the evening, and you slap your meal in there and let it hydrate, and it keeps it warm. That's the food bag. Right now there's about 4 days of food in there because my first stop will be at Winding Stair, and that's only about 3 days hiking, so I have an extra day. TP, I have 2 Z-Packs bear bag kits. One's for the actual bear bag, the food bag. And the other one I found, I use it for a clothesline. So anything that in the daytime that I need to dry out and it's not going to rain overnight, I can just hang on the clothesline, and it makes it very convenient to get stuff dried out. Just a Ziploc 1 gallon bag for my trash bag. And I do have a rain cover, even though the Z-Pack bag is practically water resistance. This is just another layer of protection in case we get a heavy downpour. This is just my billfold. It's got some cash, ID, and a credit card. Sweat rag to go in the pack. And this is my bag that's got all my miscellaneous stuff. It's got my repair kit. I'm not even sure what's all in here. Let's see, I got a ShimWow for condensation, some Band-Aids, some Neosporin, some rubber gloves, who knows, paracord. It does have my cables for my phone and my GPS. I got some zip ties, a patch for the sleeping pad. Again, toothbrush, toothpaste, some Motrin, Neosporin, toothpaste, 3 spare batteries. Where's the third? There it is, for my headlamp. I do bring an extra washer for my Sawyer filter. I did have an old one, and after about almost 3 years of using it, I decided it was probably time to throw it away. I was just kind of afraid of mold or anything waterborne bacteria, so I pulled the washer out of it. Now I have a spare, so that's pretty good. I got some spare tops. One of my water bottles on a previous section hike took a tumble down a rock slab, cracked, and so I said, well, I'm going to bring a spare from now on. So I've got a spare duct tape, and then I got some wet fires that they basically weigh nothing in case I want to have a campfire while it's cold. 2 1 liters, a scoop, my filter, a Pilatus 2 liter bag. It actually has the carabiner in there, so I can hang it from a tree with a little bit of paracord. I just punched some holes with a hole puncher on the top and ran it through there, tied a knot, and cinched it with a little flame. And you can hang it from a tree. Homemade gravity system. Got a zip tie. I took a smart water bottle, drilled a hole through the top for the tubing diameter. That goes to the bottle. I bought one of the adapters on Amazon, I think, dirt cheap. This attaches to the filter, and the hose was from Home Depot. Again, cheapo. This is about, I think, 2.5, 3 ounces. So that works out real well for filtering water. Rain pants, cheapos, Gander Mountain. Got them when they were going out of business on sale. This is a outdoor research, I believe, rain jacket. Pretty nice. I used it in the Smokies. Kept me dry. This will be my first time using these outdoor research gloves. They do have liners in case it's raining. Let me see if I can get this open. The liners stuff in here, so they're in the gloves, so you can't lose them. And the liners are actually like they fit over the gloves, so they keep it dry. So this will be my first time trying those out if I need it. My normal hiking gloves are just firm grips, just to not have blisters on my hands, be able to grab things. I can grab my hot pot when I'm cooking, pour water. So I've always used these. They do absorb water, but they keep your hands in pretty decent shape, and I just like having them. That's normally what I hike with. And then I have an over-the-head fleece hood. Never use this. Normally I just wear my Z-Packs fleece hat. And if I need a turtle, which is the half, I've always called just a neck warmer a turtle from skiing, snow skiing. This is all in one, so I'm going to try it out. I think this weighs 2 ounces, 2.5 ounces. So we'll see how that does. But that's pretty much it. Here in the hotel, just make sure I've got everything. There is a Walmart nearby if I actually forgot anything, but I had a checklist back at home, and I'm pretty sure I've got everything. Food bag, like I said, I do dehydrated meals at night. Lunch is peanut butter and jelly with thin bagel. And then I've got snacks. I've got some Gatorade in there, peanuts, protein bars. I'm not sure what's all in there. I just was grabbing stuff off the shelf. And then the clothes. This time on this trip, I actually cut down on spare clothes. I'm going bare minimums. No spare underwear. Only one spare sock. Usually I have 2. I'm still doing the spare t-shirt, not a spare long sleeve shirt. So we'll see how that works. I almost ditched the short sleeve shirt, but it's kind of nice to have a dry, fresh shirt on the next morning. So have one dry during the day. I can hang it off the back of the pack if it's sunny, and put one on in the morning. So we'll see how that goes. I almost left it home, but I did bring it. Puffy jacket. Back during cold weather last spring, I hardly ever wore that. And then today, this trip, I'm thinking with the short days, the time's already changed. It gets dark at 5:30, 6 o'clock here in North Carolina. You're going to hike until dark, have a quick meal, and then you're pretty much going in your sleeping bag, because at that point, temperature's going to start dropping. So I almost did leave this at home, and I was thinking about actually bringing my everyday run-of-the-mill fleece jacket. This thing's very warm. Obviously, it absorbs more water, though it does dry quicker than cotton. I'm not going to take that, even though it's so comfortable and it's just super warm. This is lightweight. It compacts down to basically nothing. It's just, I never wear it because I'm just not a big fan of the puffy jackets. I don't know what it is, why. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the trail tomorrow morning.